Hello, my name is William Patrick Connolly, and I have something I'd like to share with you today. I just hope it's not too loud here in the tavern. Hold it down, please. Thank you. Thank you, Harold. I am a colonist. I am a patriot, and I support the cause of freedom for our American colonies. I'm going to give you three reasons. Reason number one is in regard to the Proclamation of 1763, which in my opinion was a ridiculous piece of legislation. My stepbrother was one of the many colonists who had already crossed the border set by the treaty. The second part of this is that we need land. There is scarce any in the entire state. And number three, the Treaty of Paris that ended the French Indian War made it more likely than ever that only more conflict over land would ensue. My second reason is in regard to the Stamp Act. It was simply an unbearable tax. The first point of this is that there are none in the colony whose hands don't touch paper in the course of a day, let alone a week. Now, you could say a small tax, yes, but what might at another time have been a continuing irritation was thrust upon us with no attempt to reach us as the loyal, though independent colony we'd become used to being. We had been used to being the larger hand in our own affairs. And its repeal of the Stamp Act shows that we can and will be heard in Parliament. Reason number three, these young men, tragically killed by the lobsterbacks during the Boston Massacre, were murdered plain and simple. It was a tragedy. Sam Adams is calling it a massacre. He's right. Now, I understand that these soldiers were taunted, but isn't it the duty of the malicious commander to keep order among his troops? Secondly, if they had been in a proper barracks of their own, or better yet, back in England, where they belong, there would have been no tragedy and no murder. This event shows only how explosive this whole conflict has become. We all bear responsibility, but the largest measure lies in the bloody hands of King George. Now, some may say that what we refer to as the intolerable acts were necessary, caused by England because of our behavior as colonists, when in fact, what we do for freedom. We have asked for again and again. There is no taxation without representation. King George, we speak to you directly. Allow us to have representation in Parliament, and we may have a different conversation. Thank you for your time.